I'm just making some noise right now because I'm gonna go to the current like live VOD and see if the sound actually shows. I'm pretty sure it like you know how you can rewind even after even when they're currently live. So I'm just making some noise here so that I can go check that. Or somebody else, if you like go to the channel and click on the current video that's currently happening but not the live version and see if you hear my voice but not the music. That's what I'm looking for. Whew. Okay. Hello. Hello, everyone. Can you turn this music down? I'm sure it's really loud. Okay. I'm going to have to get my percentages down, like the percentage of music on the starting screen, and then what I turn it down to, so that I can remember. Was the music on the starting screen fine? And is it fine now? Or was it not loud enough on the starting screen? Chat's a little behind on my screen, so. Charity Miller. Woo. I told you I got grandma chair. Hadn't quite upgraded that part. Okay, no feedback on music. Okay, I'll figure it out later. Um, yes, we are going to open some Moistable, Moldable, GMK Moist, all the nicknames that have already been coined so far, to see what happened, like to see what it looks like when we open it. Um, And then we're also going to open up GMK Redacted. I have yet to even see it. This will be the first time that I've opened it, the first time that I've seen it. I guess it's, for me, it's probably been 2 years or more since I started working on it. So it's going to be fun. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with this chat. Okay, so last time I was very bad at acknowledging followers. First stream, I just completely forgot about the entire feed. So I'm going to try to be better about that. Dutch Master, I see you. Thanks for the follow. I know that name. Boomstrut, Jonah, 1153, Hate Co, Coach Chuck. I'll try to. They're coming in pretty fast. Flex 21, Infinite Nacho. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate it. Pyro. There's a lot of them here. I'm just picking some random ones. Alex Odos, you just now followed us? Oh my gosh. Better late than never, I guess, huh? That's okay. That's okay. So yeah, yes, we need to figure out which one we're gonna start with. Oh shoot, that's what happened. Thanks for the raid. Who raided us? I missed that. Oh shoot. Shoot. Well, thanks for the raid. No wonder. I was like, why are these followers just coming like crazy? Okay. Oh, Botsky, what's up? When is my 80082 coming? Okay. Same time as yours. You're actually getting it before we do, okay? Teja raid. I never thought that I'd see the day when we got raided by Teja. Thanks, Nathan. Obviously I'm really bad at this, so I didn't even see the little thingy come through. Appreciate it. What were you doing in your stream? I think I saw it. Were you just working and letting people watch you? Or did I read that wrong? Oh, I missed the raid message. Sorry. I was over here reading followers. So just spam that raid message again. Let's just do it again. Let's act like it just happened right now. Okay? Raid. That was the message. Raid. Oh, there it is. How much for soggy GMK sets? Oh, well, I guess we're going to see tonight if the GMK set itself is actually soggy. You know? Thanks, Fiva, for the follow. Thanks, everyone, for the follows. There's no way I'm going to be able to get through these. There's, like, tons of... And my viewer count in Streamlabs just now updated. No wonder. It said that there was, like, 150, and then it just jumped to freaking 500 something. This is all making sense now, okay? It's okay. Thank you, NA Jack. Sorry you got let down by FedEx. It happens. I mean, you just got to roll with the punches, right? Even if they're wet. Marinated keycaps. Yeah, I guess if you like marinated with water. So what do we want to do first? We have Redacted. Obviously, other people have seen it before us just because that's how it works. With other regions getting it before us. But I kind of want to open up with Redacted. I kind of want to keep y'all on your seats, on the edge of your seats here. Also, I feel like this lighting is way yellower than it was last time. I don't know if this looks overly warm here. I didn't change anything, but that was just me. Maybe it's just my eyes. But here's Redacted. Got the cool packaging. We're going to turn these over. You know, we can't spoil it. Thanks, Just Grand Pathings, for the follow. So we got this packaging here, which is one of my favorites I've ever done. This was just one of the most fun projects I've ever done. Like, even besides the keycaps, just all of the marketing and packaging and everything was just insanely fun to design. There was just so much to do. Like it was like an infinite amount of ideas that you could put on here. Yeah, I agree that it's a little warm here. I'm gonna adjust these lights a little bit. It's bugging me. Is that a little better? They seem really blue to me in person, but I guess that's not what matters. I think that's a little bit better. Where did the inspiration / idea come to make Redacted? I can't quite remember. I know that me and my wife watch like an insane amount of television shows, and I think we were just like on a binge of a lot of crime FBI shows. So I think it just kind of came to me. I'm pretty sure I had a dream about it, about this idea, and then woke up and was like, I got to do this. But it was something like that. And then ironically, there was a movie on Amazon that had this kind of same branding that came out like, I think like either a week after, very, very close to when I did the interest check for this. And it made it seem like that was my inspiration, even though I had been working on it for like months before. So it was kind of weird that like two completely separate entities had the same idea and were working at it in the background completely separately and unknown of each other. But that's kind of, I feel like that happens a lot. It's kind of weird. Can you reveal the actual text that is under the black? I am sorry, that is redacted, and it is whatever the word for unredacted is, not happening. Was this the one that started out as an April Fool's joke? Well, yes, technically. I posted the interest check on April 1st. I never said that it was an April Fool's joke. So for me, it was never a joke. I put so much work into this. It was not a joke. This was always going to happen. But I just took advantage of April Fool's to make it seem like it was. This is one of my favorite parts, if anybody knows. So originally, we were our old branding, if this will focus here. It's not going to. Come on. There we go. So we put our new logo and redacted the old one. Pretty funny, right? Well, it's not going to focus. And I did this on the back, which I was back and forth as to which like packaging design I wanted to go for. So I just did both, put this one on the back. I really like this one. This one's, even though there's not like really any red in the set, I just figured, top secret, you need like the file folder design, so I just had too much fun with this set. I just like kept going and kept going. The joke that isn't a joke on the day when everything might be a joke. See, that was the joke. Was if you wanted it to be a joke, it could be a joke, even though to me, it wasn't a joke. But everyone thought it was a joke. So then if you wanted it to be a joke, it could be a joke. Yes, that is a Bauer Light 3D printed prototype right here. I can show it off in a little bit. I showed it off on the last stream, but the VOD got messed up. Had no audio. But I believe I fixed that this time. I spent a long time messing with it. Thankfully, those boxes didn't get washed. Yeah, so GMK Redacted showed up literally the next day after Minimal. So I was just convinced that Redacted was going to look exactly the same. Why wouldn't it? It's like coming through the same service from the same place. Everything about the shipment was the same. So I was like, it's just going to be soaking wet. But thankfully, it was not. So we got lucky on that. Yeah, I'll show off the prototype in a second after we open this up. I don't have the game like Alex Odos does, but he always plays the game to guess if the keycaps are going to be all in place or not. Don't really know. What are we going to do with the wet ruined minimal sets? So at the moment, we have to just sit on them. during the claim process. We can't do anything with them. We have to keep everything. We can't sell it so until the claim is resolved. We even have to keep the literal wet boxes that everything came in. We have to keep even the packaging that came with it, I guess, for like all the evidence or whatever. But I'm pretty sure after I sent them the video showing that those pallets had literally been turned upside down, that they were like, yeah, it was us. We did get news that they will not be sending like a surveyor out to physically look at it. That was like a possibility that they would send a person to physically come and check everything out. But they said that they won't have to do that. So that's good. How long is it usually for the insurance claim to go through? This one's actually been going really fast. I'm just going to chalk it up to all the noise that y'all helped us make on the webs. Sorry. That within hours that same day, we were already going. I sent them so many pictures. Today, we were breaking down all the rest of the pallets that weren't so soaked, even though there were some more wet boxes on those. So we kind of just have to open every single thing and make sure that we found every product that's damaged or affected, so that they know about it and count it all. Stick them in a box of rice. That would be the best. Think about if I was like a really huge YouTuber with like a infinite budget, that would be the most hilarious video, is to just drop the entire pallet into like a massive Ziploc bag of rice. That would be the best. But we'll just have the idea. So what happens if you get the claim, they take them back, and you got to reorder from GMK? I don't think that that's going to be the case, which we're actually going to see because we're going to open them. But I think the caps inside are okay, so it's just the deciding if we're going to repackage, how we're going to repackage, all of that. So we'll get, tonight we're going to find out. I have 2 sets here, so we're going to open multiple just to kind of see what's going on. Sorry, I'm doing all this talking. I'm not a good multitasker. Thanks for all the follows, everyone, in the last 5 minutes. Uncle Peep, Pepe, Satin Silver, thank you. Bankroll Chapo. Oh, we're getting even more. Okay, y'all ready for this reveal? This band is Holding Absence. I've never heard of them, but it's just randomly on the playlist here. Mr. Beast, yeah. If Mr. Beast is watching, we need a giant Ziploc bag of rice to drop this in. Okay, y'all ready for this reveal? This is the first time that I have seen it. I have not seen Redacted in person. Oblotsky has, and I'm a little jealous that he got to see it before me. But here we go. Y'all ready for this? Woo! Not too bad, actually, as far as displacement here. Here, let me make sure that this y'all can see this a little better. There we go. It's a little washed out. Woo! Okay. Let's get a closer look here at these redactions. So, if you don't know this set, the whole idea and how it works. So basically, okay, this thing, let me get it fully in focus. This is the legends themselves with the letters and the words are double shot, just like every other GMK set. And all of these redactions are UV printed on top of the legend. So these aren't double shot, even though they could have been. But the whole thought and idea was that eventually, theoretically, these could wear off and you could like unredact the keys. And it would just have like a cool natural looking wear, as if you were typing on a key that was just rubbed off. Yeah, I'm not a camera person, so that's one of the last things I got to figure out here, is how to get this camera to stop looking bad. Someone said that this looks whiter than they thought. Is that what it is? Or less white. So technically Redacted isn't white. Redacted is a very light gray. I want it to be kind of like paper. Like paper isn't like perfectly white, especially I assume like laser jet printed. So that was the thought here. Dang, these comments are going. I don't know how I'll do this with this many viewers. Sorry, I'm keeping up the best I can. Okay, I have some information, and I need to set the record straight here on some misinformation. Anytime GMK has these printed legends, it is not pad print. It is UV print. I have confirmed this with GMK multiple times because I used to call it pad print, and they actually corrected me many months ago. So just so the record is straight, this is UV print. Mr. Omnitype, I can help you with some other time, and you should have your white balance. Oh, thanks, Lightning. That'd be awesome. I'm definitely an amateur camera user. That would be great. Yeah, it's 2M. I think. It's been a long time since I made this. I believe you're correct that it's 2M. But let's see if I can get this to focus here. Come on. Nope. Let's get a bigger key. I don't even know where this went. Oh, there we go. Come on. I think it's that Pokeball. Yep, it's the Pokeball. So you can see that there's a slight sheen to it. We actually did testing with these, and we actually did double UV print. So there are 2 layers of these redactions printed. When we did 1 layer, as you know, double shot is literally 2 pieces of plastic molded together. So they microscopically have like a very small height, like there can be a height difference. So you could still see the outline of the words through the UV print when we only did 1. So we ended up doing a second layer so that you wouldn't be able to see the text through it. I was wondering about UV printer and still have it. Try bringing it farther out than closer in. Yeah, the zoom is great. I think it's this guy. Like when I do this, he's still in focus. But when I cover him up. Oh. Did you scan actual marker redactions? Yes. So every single one of these redactions I drew by hand with a Sharpie. Like this. This is the one. So I just got pieces of paper and I was just doing all kinds of redactions, like hundreds and hundreds of them. All different lengths. Had some doubles. My goal was that every single redaction in this set was completely unique, and there were none that were doubled, because obviously when you're actually striking with a marker, you're not going to copy and paste one. Oh, this guy got out of focus. Don't know what that's about. Come on. There we go. Also, something that I attempted, which we can see if I succeeded, was I wanted these redactions in real life to look like they're about the size of an actual Sharpie. This is a jumbo, so I think it's going to be a little bit bigger, but it's pretty close. I think I did pretty close. I'm pretty happy with that. GMK probably hates my guts after this set. I gave them the most detailed guidelines for the redactions that probably anyone has ever sent them. Like, I'm talking sizing, exact placement, like based on very specific parts of the legend underneath sticking out. I wanted it to be as perfectly close to what y'all saw on the product page as possible. Let's look at the bottom. We're also going to put this on this keyboard because we definitely want to see it. Ooh, these are some of the cooler ones. So this actually ended up becoming ironically relevant, that we ended up redacting our old logo. This was already decided in the set before it was 7 months before we rebranded, so it's pretty funny. But this is the only red in the set, which I actually think the red looks actually really nice with this set. I love the doubles, personally. The doubles are my favorite. This is probably one of my favorite keys, the big long on the numpad 0. So the best part of this set is that, like, I'm just going to go ahead and claim it. There are more options of how you can make this set look than any set in history. Like, this is a 2U, so if there was a 2U, if I had one of those stupid 60% layouts, I could use this instead of a shift if I wanted to. I mean, it's just got a little bit of a legend sticking out. This set also covers basically every layout in history because you can't see any of the legends. You can put them anywhere you want. So I very specifically kitted this kit to cover 40s, 30s, 50s, 60s, 60s, every single possible set that you could find, which at the time, like, Alice keyboards weren't as popular, you know, so that I should have, if I did it now, there'd be Alice space-bars in here and it would actually cover everything. But does it cover minivan? I'm pretty sure it does, because I'm pretty sure this is a 1.75 backspace, okay? So yes. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into the chop kits before... Wait, I put a command in here? I'm ahead of the game. I didn't even know I did that. There's a command in the base. Dots with like a word with you. Okay. You're right. GMK dots. But in my defense, GMK dots, even if you rearrange them, it looks exactly the same. So it's actually not more variations. It's just the same variation with caps in different places. I mean, obviously there are different variations, but I'm going to stick with my statement and say Redacted has more options. If somebody wants to do the science, go for it. I would be interested, actually. Okay, so let's get into these child kits. Do we want to do the novelties? Yeah, let's do the novelties. I don't have the spacebar kit here because it's just blanks, and I didn't think anybody cared to see that. You know what it is. It's just got space bars in it. This is Bauer Light 3D printed prototype DZ. Okay. I probably should not open this upside down. So here's our novelties. These are pretty cool. I like them a lot. I'm a sucker for text novelties. If you haven't noticed, of all the bajillion sets that I've designed, I think only one set ever has had actual icon novelties. Any others that have them have text novelties, because text novelties are the best. And let me explain to you why. So text novelties, if you put them on your board, don't look anywhere out of place, and they look exactly the same at a glance as the regular keyboard. Novelties that cover like the entire top of the cap really make the board unbalanced, and it really bugs me. The novelties have to be like really good for me to want to use them if they're like icons. But here's these. Throw that over here. I don't know which my favorite ones are. Okay, I'm moving this guy out of the way. I really think he's... Look at that. Freaking Pokeball. Okay, so I like this one because it's double stacked, but at the same time, I think it's okay because there's a double stack here. I also am a person that like tries to get every single cap on a single line, because it's kind of weird if they're all single lines and then caps lock is a double line. But yeah, the stepped is pretty cool. I'm usually not a stepped caps lock guy, but that top secret cap looks pretty sick. And these was basically just a cool way that this set could cover international layouts. So I spent probably more time on this kit than this kit, if not the same amount, talking I had the biggest international layout spreadsheet ever. Every single language, which caps that language used specifically to their language, and haha, just to let y'all know, we block any messages that have to do with the College of Auburn. So thank you, Aaron, for adding that in here. So these are a result of my extensive research to make sure that we had enough redactions on each row to cover basically every single international layout that there is. I think there were like very, very few. I think it even covered programming languages too. There were very, very few that didn't make it just because they had like an insane amount of a row that none of the others had, and it would have like added a ton. I probably shouldn't have said that, Aaron, because now everybody's trying it. But yeah, that's what these are. So, and also if you're not international, it just kind of lets you play with where you want the redaction. So this right here is the kit that makes this the most versatile set in history. Right here, you could redact so many keys on here, which personally I think that they should be strategically placed so that there's a nice balanced composition. I spent a long time depending on trying to decide where I wanted to put the redactions. Like originally I had like every single modifier redacted and it seemed like way too heavy. So I very specifically spread them out and placed them in specific places so that like it was very balanced. And also every single letter that I redacted had a meaning behind it, and no one will ever know what it is. I'm not going to tell you. But I picked specific letters for specific reasons. Not going to tell you, though. No one will ever get it out of me. Also, somebody is going to just have to use this set like crazy to find out what legends are underneath these redactions. Because no one can tell. I can't tell. You'll just have to type like crazy until you can wear them off. Okay, so let's do this board. Let's put them on here. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to ruin your set, you could sand them off. But that's up to you. Okay, where's my cat puller? I had it over here somewhere. Okay, so we got the Modern Dolch Mist here. The Powerlight prototype, like I said before. I guess we can show this off before we do this. Powerlight 3D printed prototype, SLA printing. This is prototype number 5, as you can see here. So I did 5 different versions of these 3D prints. Just going and going and going until I could get them right. Sorry, I'm really bad at the naming out followers. We might just have to like accept it. It's not that I don't love you. It's that I'm very ADHD and I always just forget about it. Thank you, Gact, Robo J, Insanity, Young Homie, Axos. Okay, thank y'all so much for the follows. And thank you so much for watching. I can't believe are we actually holding over 500 views right now, or is this outdated? Because that doesn't seem right. Texicon or icon only set? So, Texicon, I've never heard that before. Redacted is actually, or was at the time, the first text plus icon set that I myself had ever designed. Even though it was kind of a loophole because you can't really see it. But fun tidbit. Oh, the second I said it, everyone left. They got scared. Okay, let's go ahead and take these off. I don't know how dirty this is going to be in here, so don't judge me. Hopefully it's not too dirty. I can't remember if these are lubed or not. I think they might be like very, like, I can't remember. I've built so many of these that I can't remember which ones are lubed and which ones aren't. Because I just have to like randomly build / half build keyboards for like all the photos that we post. Because I just like, I think it was yesterday when we posted the photo with the 5 key sets in stock. We were just running around everywhere like, we need more boards to fill the composition. We need more. So we were just like throwing boards together. Like I took the one off my desk, and my wife took hers off her desk. We were just trying to find boards to fill the scene. Which also, sidebar, that's the first time I've mounted Pono for that picture, and Pono looks sick on a black board. Like, Pono is heavily underrated. Like, I know that it's in stock on our site right now, and that just seems like a marketing tactic. But Pono came out like so much better in person than I like expected it to. Because I guess I had just been looking at renders, and it's just Pono, like, for being a stock color set, Pono looks really nice. Like, that's what I'm using on my desk now. I just kept it on there after the picture. Also, Moto Mist came out better than I thought too, because we were a little like we just expected the visibility of the legends to be kind of low, like the contrast, but it like is not at all. Like, it looks sick. You can definitely see the legends, and I haven't even mounted the regular Modern Dolch until that picture yesterday. Shout out Prime KB here for the alpacas. These are really nice. Dog hair all in this. This was a keyboard at our house. Okay. Where do I... Here, just push these up here. Hopefully they don't fall off the back of the desk. Okay, so we can go through this a little more for anybody that hasn't seen it. This is 3D print. So it's not the final. This is the Valorite prototype. Which this 3D print really surprised me, as it should, because they cost an insane amount of money. But there's the prototype. Let's mount this. Do you reckon you'll ever ship to UK again? Yeah, so I guess I'm going to talk about that when we do this. So all those new European import rules and crap that I swear not a single person on earth understands. That like a lot of people, we had to shut off shipping to Europe or put a minimum and all that. So we've been working with a third-party company to, we're not using this one, to like get us all compliant in all of Europe so that we can just completely open up, wide open back to Europe and have no problems and remit the VAT and all that like we're supposed to. But that company has been horrible. Like, we literally just like have no idea what's been going on, and we've been trying to get in touch with them just like every single day just to make sure that we're doing it right, because it's like, it's kind of a scary thing with taxes if you're doing it wrong and selling all this stuff, and then they're like, you owe us all this money, and we're like, well, we didn't charge the customer. So we're just really making sure that we're doing it right. So we definitely want to open it back up, but I think we're pretty close. It's just got to get there and got to make sure we do it right. This is going to look nice on this color board. Got a little something on my cap there. So I'm going to start out with the standard redaction layout, and then we can see if we want to change it up. Also, so this is 2M. We're going to have minimal open later. So when we open minimal, we'll be able to compare the two to show you how not white this is. But the legends on this set are in N9. So the legends are actually a very dark gray, and the redactions are black. So the redactions are slightly darker than the set. Was there any post-processing done on the 3D printed board? I didn't do it myself. I paid a company that specializes in 3D printing. I needed to make sure that this print was as accurate as humanly possible. Which I actually got one of them. I wish I would have brought it in here. That was like the worst 3D print of all time, where the top and bottom didn't even fit together. So I don't know, but it seems like that there was some post-processing. It does seem like that there was some light sanding, but at the same time, I can still feel the print lines. So it wasn't like overly done. Obviously, when you're trying to test fitment on parts, you can't sand too much or they're going to end up being smaller than they are actually supposed to be if you sand too much. So, yeah, you'll let me know if... I'm not sure if stream or my settings jack. My mic seems pretty quiet. Yeah, you'll let me know if something seems whack and I'll mess with it. Will there be any extras in stock for Redacted? Somebody hit him with the... There we go. Fistful of paintballs got me. We got the extras command in here as well. It's one of our favorites in Discord. I am not team scooped, so I always skip these. Always skip those. Any plans to make a keycap tray like the original GMK trays? Surprised no one's made one like that. I don't have that plan. GMK has officially announced publicly that they are working on new packaging, which I've been in contact with them about for many months. New, besides these new. I don't think they've showed anything, so I can't say anything else besides what they said publicly was that it was happening and in the works. But I have no plans of like developing my own plastic trays at the moment. That's just not really a priority. Can we get more Omni-type accessories? Ham, what kind are you wanting? Like sweatbands? Like sweatbands for when you're getting your typing test? Like nose strips for snoring? That kind of stuff? Mug? I don't even drink coffee, but I could see that being a pretty sick mug. Like a black mug with just the icon on it. That could be pretty sick. How weird. I was just on the site and pick up Moto 2. Hey, Fallen Foe. Thanks for... If you did pick up Moto 2, thank you very much. It means a lot to us. Mods should redact random comments when we watch this. Greetings from Germany. Can you answer me 2 questions? Is your W key also not even? So you can see the actual letter below the redaction. I mean, like it just sticking out right there? I wasn't there when he talked about the eyes only set, so that's under those redaction. To show you how long it's been, I legit don't remember what I called these. I think this is the eyes only. Is that correct? Can someone correct me on my own set? There's nothing under these. These are all just blank caps with redactions because we weren't going to pick some random language when it didn't apply to all of them. So these are just blanks with the redactions on it. It also helped us make this kit a lot cheaper with how many keys were in it when there was no double shotting. It was just single shot. Wait for Brendan. Just picked up Moto 2 today. Thank you so much. I'm kind of curious how many people didn't know we had those sets in stock until the Instagram post. I noticed that we had a spike when that post went out, so I assume a lot of people just didn't know. I guess that's on me. Tank tops. I used to be a tank top guy. Not anymore, because now I'm about to be 30. And 30-year-olds a lot of times don't look good in tank tops, you know. That was a teenager thing. Omni-type snapback. I guess if enough people want that. I am not a snapback guy. I guess this is a snapback. This is like a 90s one. This is my favorite style hat of all time. Like the 90s NBA snapbacks. But I'm not a fan of the most current ones. Like the big giant round bills and everything. Bro, I want a PSA 1 Charizard now. Oh, it's at my house now. I should have brought it to just sit off in the corner and just show. Let's see. I should continue this. Sorry, I got caught up in chat. Okay, so we're going to have delete up here. That's not R1. Let's go ahead and get our arrows. Lightning wants a set of redacted. It does look nice. It's a very, like, 2M is a very unloved color. Whenever I design my own sets with stock colors, I always attempt the best I can to be like, is there a stock color that I can use that no one really shows love to? Like, will it work? And 2M was just like, it was that and perfect for the set. Okay, we're definitely putting this on here. That's the final touch. The red looks sick. Let's see. Okay. Show the Pokeball for my friend. His name is June. Okay, June. This is the... Oh. This is the officially licensed by the Pokemon Company Pokeball diecast replicas. They have some really cool technology in here. You can see it's kind of pulsing there. So it has proximity sensors in it, which it's supposed to set down so it doesn't work very well. But you can see that the closer you get to it, the light slowly starts lighting up, and then when you touch it, it turns on its brightest. So it's really cool. They have like legit heft to them. Like, don't throw them though. Disclaimer, you're not allowed to throw these. But there's the pulse. You can tap it. It has a bunch of different scenes. Like there's the green one. I think it also has a red one. Like when you caught a Pokemon, it like turns red. It's pulsing. Did we catch it? We don't know. Did we catch it? I don't know what that means. I don't know if we caught it. And then I actually haven't pulled the tab on the case yet. So let's do it. So the case, which just might be a little difficult here, it has some lights here for like the display where it like hovers under it. And this front plaque is actually a touch where you can change the color when you tap it. And then when you hold it, I think it turns off. Yep. So it's pretty cool. Way more than you would like think it is. A lot of people just think it's like, oh, it's just a ball with a stand, but it has like a bunch of really cool stuff in it. Thanks for the answers. Yeah, the tips of the W sticking out, I know, but can see the whole letter under the action at a certain angle. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure like at very specific angles, you might be able to see some of them. Just because Double Shot has some inconsistencies. It's not like a literal perfect process. It's a molten plastic flowing into a mold, so it might have like when you couldn't see it in a regular legend, if it had like a very microscopic level difference, it might stand out a little more when you like swipe some ink over it or whatever UV is. I could have sworn I saw Archetype. There you go. Sorry, I missed that. Would you mind talking a little bit about your design background? Any schooling involved? Self-taught? So, yes, I can. So I was originally a graphic designer before this keyboard stuff. That is the wrong one. So I went to college, got a degree in graphic design. I originally went to the University of Alabama to major in graphic design. And I was actually told after I finished my core classes, so like 1.5 years in, when you start meeting with your advisor to start planning your major classes, they went, oh yeah, we got rid of graphic design. And I was like, oh. See you, Lightning. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out a little bit. And I will hit you up at that camera for sure. Thanks, man. Have a good night. But yeah, they told me we don't have your major anymore, and we weren't going to tell you until you just asked. So I actually ended up transferring to the University of Montevallo. If you know what that is, it's a liberal arts school, which probably had a better design program anyway. But you know, Alabama fan, you want to go to Alabama. I mean, the football game's next level. And then, to my luck, I think like the year after I graduated, Alabama added the major back. So, but I guess it worked out. So I went to University of Montevallo, graduated. It took me 5 years because I transferred and some of my credits didn't transfer, so I had to make those up. Graduated. Actually, I was a go-kart mechanic at an arcade mostly through college. I think the last 2 years. Fun fact, my wife was actually my manager. So that was fun. Worked out great. There was no weirdness. And then I continued to do that after I graduated because I couldn't find a design job, which I'm sure a lot of people can relate to. I can't remember We gotta figure out which of these redaction. Oh, we gotta put that command key on here, bro. For sure. So yeah, I think 2 years after I graduated, I was still working at an arcade, building and maintaining go-karts. Another fun fact, our fulfillment manager who works for Omnitype was the guy that I was my, I guess, co-mechanic. We were both the mechanics at the same arcade that me and my wife worked at. So we all worked together, and now we're all working together again. So that's really cool that we all get to come back and continue working together. But I finally got a job in graphic design. Sorry, I'm rambling. At a promotional company, and I was the only designer. So it wasn't like I was on a team. So it kind of was a graphic design job. But basically my job was to take people's logos and put them on t-shirts and mugs and cups and set up screen printing, which is probably the coolest part. I had to set up the screens and print them out and separate the colors so that they could print them all. But basically I just didn't like working there or the people I worked for. And I had found the mechanical keyboard hobby just as a person, a consumer. I can't remember when it was, 2015, 2016. And I was just buying stuff. And then I was like, at the time, you basically had to buy things through like forums where you just send random people on the internet money. There weren't like really websites to buy stuff from. It was like, I'm sending this guy money. It might show up. It might not. So I was like, there should be actual storefronts. So I took that as like an excuse to like design stuff that I liked, since I didn't like designing at my job, and it was just kind of like a creative outlet. And then it just exploded. Janglad, who you may know from Modern Dolch, Minimal, actually asked me if we wanted to collab on 9009 Round 2. Before at the time, I was just doing stickers, t-shirts, hats, basically like memes. And we had met in another project, Slack. And yeah, Coda Studio now. That's who it is. And once that happened, I believe 9009 Round 2 ended up selling more than any set had ever done. Maybe not drop at the time, but in the community. And we were like, holy crap. And then it just like took off. We just kept doing them, and here we are. But design-wise, I was trained in college, which I'm blushing a little bit. You see me talking about myself. But I feel like I sucked at design after I graduated. Like I was like, I am not good. So I feel like when I got something that I enjoyed to put the design towards, I started getting way better. Like the more and more I created and the stuff that I liked doing, I would improve and improve and improve. And I was just like doing whatever some random person at work told me to do, and I wasn't actually doing anything I wanted to. It doesn't do anything for you. So that's where that came from. Do we want to put some novelties on here? I'm going to stop talking about myself. Red Bull. What's your favorite flavor of Red Bull? Okay, June wants to know something else. Okay, here you go, June. This is the best one. I'm not a fan of any of the other flavors. This is the one. There's something about Red Bull not even really having like a flavor that I can put words to. I don't even know what it tastes like. That makes me like it. Okay, I'm scrolling through these comments. I'm catching up. Thank you to everyone who's followed. Once again, really bad at this. Dean Bean, Space Cables, what's up, bro? Shroom for Memes, Richie, Zero Fight, T Browns, Toby the Tobster. I thought that said lobster, but it says Toby the Tobster. Suction Squid. Thanks for the follows. What's up, Not Geo? I remember when you switched over from your day job. It was quite a stressful time. Yeah, that was, to this day, probably the most stressful thing that I've ever done in my life. quitting your guaranteed income job to do something that's not guaranteed. But I actually, at the time of doing that, worked another freelance graphic design job at the same time, just to make sure that if it just failed miserably, I still had like some backup plan. What's the design thought process for redacting certain keys you did? And I talked about this earlier, Dean Bean, but basically my thought was to make this as balanced as possible without it being too like perfectly shaped in a certain way. It's still random, but it's like randomly balanced. Even this right here seems a little too heavy over here for me personally, which too late now. But I've seen people that have like just redactions everywhere where they used this kit, and that's not personally for me. I really like it the way that I did it. Do you have many extras than novelties and bars kit? I mean, we have a decent amount, I think. Chow kits we usually don't buy like an unbelievable amount of, because if the base kits sell out and we still have base kits, or if we still have chow kits after the base kits sell out, we'll have the chow kits basically forever, because most people just buy the chow kits when they buy the base kits, and if there's no base kit to buy with it, they won't buy the chow kits. Which ones of these do we want to put on here? Classified, I feel like we need down here. Maybe classified should go where control is, because they both start with a C, and it'll seem a little more natural. Coconut Berry Red Bull. What in the world is that? What do you think of Apple's new Mac Studio and the M1 Ultra chip? So I'm very excited. I've been waiting for so many years for Apple to come out with a new iMac. 2 years, I think 2018 is when I was like, I want a new iMac, but I don't like the chin. And then when the Pro Display XDR came out, I was like, they're going to come out with an iMac that looks like this. So I'm waiting on it. Years go by, never happened. So I finally just buy the 2020 iMac 27-inch, which is the last one that they did, maxed out, because I had to have a computer. I was like, I can't wait any longer. At that time, I had been doing every single thing I had done in this entire business on a MacBook Pro from 2017. So it was my first like actual desktop. So I bought that, and I've still been waiting. And then this finally came out, and this was basically as close as it was going to get. But a desktop, like a Mac Studio, is pretty cool, because you can have a monitor and continuously swap the computer out without having to get a new monitor. So I did get a Mac Studio, but I didn't go for the Ultra as much as I wanted to, because obviously it's like the craziest technology ever. I went with the Max because it was basically just overkill for what I do. I could buy two of the Max, one for work, one for home, for the same price as one Ultra. So I had to be responsible and just get the Max. Why did you decide to put 40's 3-key in the base on this set, and you can do that more often? Can you do that more often? This one was just, you had the opportunity to cover all the sets because of the redactions, that it would have felt dumb to not do it. But we'll see if that happens in the future. Our 40's kits sell pretty well usually, so, but I'm always open to different kittings. I rekit a lot. You still have any child kits from sets way back? So on the wall across from me is what I call the vault. There's every set basically that we've ever sold in every variant, every child kit, every base set, every like metal artisan cap. They're all in there except 9009 round 2, our very first set ever. RIP. I sold the last one and still don't have a sealed one. So I'll always regret that. But yeah, I have every single one of them in there. I still have that 2017 MacBook. I actually just put Monterey on it, and it's running pretty well. Is there any clear coat on the redacted keys, or it's just UV print? It's just UV print. They actually asked me if I wanted to do a clear coat all the way around, and I said no, because I was like, I really felt like that was going to affect the texture and make it feel weird. I'm pretty sure one of the cheaper brands, the Cubic Profile, I can't remember, the name's, I can't remember, but I think they do one of those coatings, and it's really like weird and sticky feeling. And I did not want that at all. Okay, let's finish this out. Sorry, I'm just talking like crazy, answering all these questions. I want command here because when I have a command, I have to use it. Dang, I wish I had a 1.75 R2 that was unredacted, because it seems a little heavy right there, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to stop it here. I have to... Do y'all think that 2 novelties right next to each other is too much, or because they're text novelties that it's okay? I feel like we should put the word redacted. It's got to be on there. It's literally the set. I think I'm going to swap these. Sorry, audio file. I'm not up to date with all the fancy commands, and this technically isn't a build. It was already built. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. I think it looks pretty nice. Chris Clacks, this is a Bauer Light prototype, 3D printed. So I think it's polycarbonate like resin, but it's not technically. Okay, June's running this stream. We're about to get to minimal. I think that's what everyone's here for. I think I've strung you along long enough. I need to close this up here. Okay, we're doing one more thing here. I'm gonna put us a secret. Oh, I just hot swap, just pulled the switch up. There's a leak right there. Hot swap PCB for Bauer. There's confirmation. It just pulled the switch up. This is Daniels. This is not the moist redacted set. This are moist minimal. This is redacted. We just opened for the first time. I don't have tables around me. Just set this on the floor. I didn't bring a bin in here to dump it in. Okay, so there's redacted. Looks pretty cool. Zoom in a little. Let y'all see it a little better. There's redacted. I think it looks pretty sick. Very, very, very happy with how it came out. Pretty excited for everybody to get to see it. What gaming chair is this? Okay. This is actually unreleased. We got this prototype. It's actually from Secret Lab. This is actually called the Grandma 3000. It's got great support. It's got some very ornate hand carved detailing in here. This is just like a very traditional design that goes back centuries. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, So it's even got like slight wear here to make it seem like it's actually like 55 years old. But I was told to use it so that everybody could see it before it's released. Y'all know I'm bullcrapping, right? Okay. Will there be extras for Redacted? Yes. You saw the extras thing there. The Grandma 2000. See, the 2000 was one of the prototypes, and it was just, that thing where, like, by the time you get to the production model, you're on, like, the 4th revision. This was actually on the 3000th revision. And they finally got it right. I'm telling you, this seat is not uncomfortable. Like, when I pulled it in here, I was like, people are going to make fun of me that I don't have, like, a cool gamer chair. And I was like, also, I'm going to be freaking sore when I get done with these streams. And I noticed on the last time, I didn't even, like, realize it. Like, you don't... I might just start selling... I got, like, 5 more of these. These are $2,000 a piece. Okay, y'all want to see minimal? Is that what we're waiting here for? Or do we want to... Is it minimal time? They've been drying out a little bit over here, but as you're about to see, didn't do much here. I need to I need to get this Moto Mist. I need to go grab the bin. I'm going to put Moto Mist back in here. BRB. Here, let me take this. The stream has already started. Okay, there we go. BRB. I'm going to go grab the bin so I don't lose these caps. There we go. Y'all got to see a blurred view of the chair. I am a man of the bin. This is how I store all my caps personally. Looks like old lady. Which we will have more of these bins on our store soon. They've actually been back ordered for a while, like everything else in the world. Moto Moist. See, if Moto Mist was the one that got wet, it would have worked a lot better because you were just adding an O to the name, you know. Okay. Can't believe we're holding 450 viewers. Thanks everyone for hanging out. What's up, Theremin Goat? Thanks for the follow. It's Daniels. CG Bween. One Drunk Man. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. 30 coming quick. Need ergonomic chair for back old man status, not gaming chair. So, yeah. I mean, old people have been sitting in these chairs for centuries. Like, there's no reason why I can't. I really, like I said last time, I really need a cable that's not coiled because my monitor is literally like sitting on the desk and I can't fit it under, so I can't get this, I can't scoot this board back anymore. Your friend June. Okay, June. You want to see GMK Rainwater Mointy Minimal. Okay, everyone, we're about to see Mointy Minimal. Are y'all ready for this? This is what everyone's been waiting for, right? Seymour, is that my brother? That's possibly my brother. Can we have a look at Bauer X before the stream ends? Yeah, we can. There's a prototype behind me. Probably show that off. Okay, let's do this. So I have a couple. Literally just trying to pick this thing up makes me laugh. Okay, you get ready to clip. Okay. Y'all like this set? I honestly don't even know how there's keycaps in here. This is still wet. They have been sitting out drying for days. Sorry, Coda Studio. Need to make sure everybody can see that. So yeah, the potato trays, not looking too good. Plastic trays, would not have happened. So yeah, we have this. This one's pretty moist, as you can see. Like, here's the dry part. It's still stiff. Here's the wet part. And this is the full tray. There's the side. Let's get all the sides here, just for good measure. I feel like I should have had it here. Let's get a closed set to compare. I guess this will have to do. Technically, this is the thinner tray, so it's not a direct comparison because Minimal was supposed to be the thicker tray, like Redacted. But there's you a comparison. Did insurance for FedEx come clutch and making you whole? We're in the process. Hopefully, we'll get everything handled. But there's the comparison. This side's not too bad. It's a little like squished. Or technically, Yeah, there we go. That's better. Technically, minimal could have... Oh, wait. This is the thinner tray. I was incorrect. These are supposed to be the exact same tray. So, there's a comparison of a non-screwed one. Awesome. Okay. So, let's open this up. Start the Alex Sodas poll. I don't even know how to do a poll. I don't even know if I can, because I'm not an affiliate, I think. I don't think I'm allowed to do a poll. But if the mods know how to do that and it can be done, we can do it. Yeah. I don't think we can. That's fine. We got to get us to affiliate so we can have all the cool stuff. We got to make sure we stream 7 times in the next 30 days. I don't know if I'll actually be streaming. That's basically twice a week. I don't know if I'll be streaming twice a week infinitely, because that's a lot. We're definitely going to do it until we get the status that we need for the cool stuff. Okay. Let's open this. Yeah, this is similar kitting, so I'm trying to feel where the caps are in here. I don't think there is a cap in here, right here. Like, I don't know how there could be a keycap in that. Okay. Ow. I can't even find an edge. This might be used in our claim, so we're doing this live. This is the first wet one that we've opened. Oh my gosh. Okay, I forgot. I have these, just in case. These things have been sitting around moist for a little bit, so I don't want to get the grossness on me. So we're gonna get these on here to prepare. Thanks Armor Light, Mr. Cupcake, for the follows. Okay. I don't know if I want to put this on my desk, on this desk pad, but I guess we will for science. Okay, we're going to try to pull this out. Last one for good measure. That's what we're opening here. I think this might be like that exact set. Yes, so plastic wrap is not waterproof. You know the difference in like water, like when things say water resistant and waterproof. Resistant's like, oh, if it gets splashed on, it's fine, but don't throw it in a pool. That's basically what this is. Like if it kind of got rained on a little bit, or like you were walking out in the rain with it, it'd be fine. But if you were like, I'm going to toss this in the bathtub or shower with it, it's going to get through. Okay, here we go. Let's get one more view here without the plastic wrap so we can see the extent of what we got going here. So I'm kind of scared to flip this over, but we're going to do it. Oh, Coda, you've been ripped. Sorry, bro. Okay, that's the best we're going to do. Okay, there's the sleeve. Toss this over here. Okay, so this plastic wrap actually doesn't seem to be like... Oh my gosh. Okay. This could be a problem, and this is good to see here. This is like actually liquid. Like this tray is turning into actual gook. You see that? That's like not even a solid thing anymore. There's actual bubble. Y'all see the bubbles? Oh gosh. Okay, so oh my gosh, it's on my freaking finger. Okay, do I need to use a tarp? Or are we just gonna ruin this mecha mat here? Okay. We're just gonna go for it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. We got mecha mats everywhere, it's okay. He's gonna squirt. Yeah, good thing I got glasses on. Okay. I lied. I'm not just gonna straight up open this liquid part. I'm gonna go get a towel. or something to put this on here. Let's do this. I'm not dumping this white potato liquid everywhere. Okay. Oh, sheesh. Okay, this is what we're working with here. Just so FedEx knows when it takes us an insanely long time to repackage. This is like, I was not expecting this. I did kind of smush it a little bit, but like I did not expect this to turn into actual goo. So in hindsight, that seemed like a bad idea. But good thing that the product is plastic. So this, okay, this used to be one piece. It's now a few. This smells really weird. Okay, so here we go. Moistimal. Which that whole top part fell off. So everybody that said they'd still buy them, are you sure about that? Oh, gook. I did not bring napkins. Everybody still wants them, huh? Well, this is way worse idea than I thought it was going to be. There's the rest of the keycap set. That actually survived. That was in a triple wrap. So the inside triple wrap ended up surviving. But this tray, oh my gosh. It's going to be a bigger job than I thought. Luckily, I would say a majority of them are not this bad. I definitely picked out some of the worst ones just because it would be more entertaining, you know? It wouldn't have been any fun to just open one up that wasn't like this. But a lot of them aren't like completely mushed. So that is a silver lining there. I don't really know what to do with this. I don't really know. This is some gore. I'm definitely not putting these on a keyboard right now. I can give that comparison. There's you with the comparison to Redacted. So now you can really see how not white Redacted is. It's all about perspective, you know. Holy crap. I'm sorry, I'm at like a loss for words right now. Give the set away. I feel like it's like a danger to ship something like this. I mean, I guess it's just potato. There's not like there's chemicals or anything in here, but this is, I mean, I guess you could say there's nothing technically wrong with the caps. I mean, you just wipe them off, wash them off with some water, and they're perfect. But obviously, when you ship something to a customer, this is not how you want it to show up. So, there. Do we need to open a second one, or have we like gotten the point across here? I think we've done what we need to do as far as seeing the extent. I'm going to go on record and pretty confident that this is the worst of the worst. I think this was the worst set. So like I said, they're not all anywhere close to this bad. A lot of them are still pretty structural. Just got some water inside. This was definitely the one where like the top of the box wasn't even like on there and it had like rotted away. What do I do with this? squishy, moisty thing. Well, that was the very gross, and now we have this gross stuff. This questionably white sticky stuff on our desk pad. And we have potato flakes everywhere. And there's what your hands look like. I'm really, really glad I put these gloves on. I'm very glad. Did you take stock of how many sets were compromised? We're actually finishing that up tomorrow. There were just so many sets that it took a while. We have to continue to count in the good ones too. And before we can like do anything with the bad ones, we still need to like confirm that the original shipment actually had the number that we ordered and all that. So tomorrow we should have the final count of everything that was damaged. This is right in the mouse spot. My hand has to sit in this. I think I need another desk pad. Okay, we're going to do a swap here because I don't want my wrist to be in this. So I can't go desk padless on this desk because the mouse is very loud. June is satisfied. Bye, stream. See you, June. How do you rectify a monetary loss in this situation? It's really just with an insurance claim, so we always insure our shipments to the full value. So of the 30-something that we've ever done, I've always done that in case something like this ever happened. So that's kind of what you do just in case. I'm going to go get another desk pad. There we go. Just found this random one. It's actually a sample. Redacted, or Mecha, Cyber Mecha Gray is what this is for anyone that's wondering. There we go. Okay, we're back in business. Straighten this out. Okay. Always insure your shipments. Definitely. I don't actually know who June is, but just having fun with June. Thanks everyone for the follows. Once again, Alan Dare, Seosin Season. Interesting. Is that from the band? Triggity, Beyonde. Thanks for the follows. Everybody knows who June is now, even though we don't, but June is well known now. But what would FedEx do for you? Compensate for the time and loss to repackage it all? Basically, that's one of the options. Obviously, one of the options is just to declare a total loss, destroy everything, and they just pay you for what you paid for it. But after waiting nearly 2 years for something, that's like a loss for us as well. Like the money we paid for that set 2 years ago is, if we just got the same amount of money back, we've lost money to inflation. So that's not really an option. And I mean, and the caps are salvageable, even though it takes a lot of work. So we just have to keep track of basically the amount of time and cost of packaging and all that. And the whole point is that we don't lose money by this happening. So we're not going to make any more money by this happening, but the goal is that we don't lose money that this happened. Whew. Giannis jersey shirt from a Bama guy. Yeah, so Giannis, love Giannis. He's coolest guy ever. When you're from a state that doesn't have professional sports, you basically just have to pick one. And I feel like most people choose like the professional teams in the vicinity and the states around them. I've always just I've loved NBA and I just pick players because I don't really have a connection to a team. So I'm a LeBron James fan, Giannis fan, love Joel Embiid. So I just kind of follow guys. I've always just supported the team LeBron's been on just because he was my guy from early since he was in high school. I just kind of picked him. It just kind of dropped around the same time that I started getting interested in NBA as a kid, and he was just the guy coming up, and that's just kind of like most kids pick the guy that's coming up at the same time. Yeah, I'm definitely a Memphis fan. I'm just gonna become. I guess I'm a bandwagon, but we are only like a couple hours from them because freaking Ja Morant is a beast. He's on his way to becoming one of my favorite players, if not already. Are there going to be extra sets for Dual Shot 2? Yes, there's always extras. Always extras. There's the chat. Yeah, so we opened Redacted. This is Redacted for the first time. We opened Moistimal and dripped gooey stuff everywhere. I try to go for like 2 hours at least because we're trying to get them hours up to get that affiliate. So I might just chill a little bit more, open some Pokemon card stuff that I have on the shelf. If anybody wants to hang out and just chill. If you have any questions, I can hang out and answer those. Do you have any plans to regularly stock keycaps, not just extras? Yes, 100%. I've been working on that for a really, really long time. Oh yeah, Bauer X. So yeah, that's definitely a plan. But I'm just somebody that doesn't show anything until it's like basically ready to go. I don't like to tease things that aren't that close, even though I'm about to do that with Bauer X. I'm going to show you a prototype that isn't even the final thing because I've edited it. Grandma chair. So Grandma 3000. Okay. So first of all, don't judge the keycap set choice because it looks a little weird in my opinion. Is everyone still receiving their minimal orders? Yes. No group buy orders will be affected by what happened. We have enough for everybody. Okay, we'll get into this here. So here's Bauer X, aka 75% Bauer. It has SA on there, which I personally don't think that SA looks very good on the Bauer. The Bauer was definitely made to put cherry profile on. But I needed a keyboard to put this on to advertise, So it kind of looks a little weird. But this is the Bauer. It's basically the same, except it goes a little higher here, because obviously there's another row. Unplug this. So you can see here the difference in like the height. So it gets decently tall in the back just because you need another row. So this gets a little taller. At the back, so this is my Dracula unit for the meetup. So I put the sticker on the back, And then, so this is the original bottom, which has these really weirdly unproportional regular Bauer sized feet. So they will be extended to be more proportional to how they're supposed to be. It'll also have the little rectangle like Bauer does. This just looks a little weird. I just got red for fun. But yeah, there it is. That's Bauer X. This current one has the old Bauer mounting, so it has been updated to be the same as the Bauer 2 with the taco bumpers, the little pillars, and all of that. So this is actually a unit with the old one, which is why this moves around the plate thing, so it'll be better. Is this top green? Yeah. So this was like the gray that I expected this to be on the prototype was like supposed to be like the Schofield was, if you saw that the other day. But it is a very green gray, and I hate it. But that's what prototypes are for, right? You get the things that look horrible in the prototype phase, not the production phase. Also, they didn't even put the chamfer on here. It just like, they just didn't do it. So it's like you could probably slice freaking apple with this thing. It's very sharp. And they didn't put the chamfer around the holes. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's like wrong. Can you reveal anything to us being able to mix top and bottom PC colors on the light? So if you mean mixing Bower Light with Bower 2 parts, I don't know if that's what you mean, or if you mean mixing and matching different Bower Light parts. Obviously, if you buy multiple Bower Lights, you can swap them around as much as you want. I really need a table to like set things down on when I get through with them. I'm gonna go set this back over there, so I'll just set it to the side. So yeah, so Bower Light. Sorry if you can hear my chair scooting around. That's part of the Grandma 3000 features. It actually doesn't have any wheels. It stays true to the Grandma flavor, and it just has that sounded weird. It just has legs that you slide around and scratch your floor up. So Bower Light, the plate unit is the same as the Bower 2, so you can mix and match your plate little sections. Your plate, PCB, switches, keycap section can be swapped between them. But the top and bottoms are not compatible. It's completely different design. What's your go-to keyboard? Obviously, my go-to keyboard is a Bower. Bower 2, Bower Light, and then outside of that, the HHKB, definitely my favorite. More so if there will be SKU options with mixed colors. Yeah, we're definitely going to have options for Bower Light that have different color tops and bottoms, for sure. Does it have gasket grooves? Yes, we did add the grooves on the little shelves to the Bower Light because we got that feedback on Bower 2 that the gaskets were kind of hard to like place perfectly straight without some guidelines. So that has been added. Is there a weight for Bower Light? There will be a weight available to add on to later. I don't know if it'll be available on the launch. If you go to our updates page, you can read all about all of this stuff. But there is a weight that is being developed. It will be a separate purchase. It won't come with it. But it'll most likely be a stainless steel weight, which will add about a pound to it, which gives you a little bit of extra weight. Have you gone over blueprints for the new warehouse? I'm really interested in how the build out and financing that thing is going. Yeah, in our update the other day, I actually closed on the construction loan last Monday, so construction can actually start, or they can put shovels in the dirt and start clearing it. So all of that physically should be starting soon. So I'm pretty excited about that. Happy to see it set in real life finally. Me too. This stream is the first time I've seen this with my eyes, so I'm pretty excited too. Thanks for the follows, Trey Pop, Flocka, Zeldigs, Alad brother. So that was my brother. My dad texted me, "Hey, dad and brother, if you're still watching." So I'm going to grab some of these random packages up here. We still have a few viewers. I'm probably going to go to 2 hours at the most, so like 25 more minutes. So I'm just going to open some random stuff and answer some questions if anybody has any. Were you happy with the Bower Light packaging behind you? I can talk about that. Let me grab it. Also grabbing a couple things to open for fun. I have a lot of random Pokemon packages that I've just been waiting to open that have been sitting here. Bower Light packaging. I guess I'm going to do this again because the last one, the audio got erased. But this is Bower Light prototype. Bower Light packaging sample. So this isn't necessarily the design of the sleeve that it will be. It was just a sample design just to test like placement of everything and see if I liked it. This was a little bit off. Come on. Obviously you can see this is a little off-centered, so that'll be fixed. This is just labeling for when they're all on the shelves at our office. We'll be able to tell which variant is which very easily. So this design, let me zoom out a little bit. has it's a sleeve basically that covers one end and slides out. Has an Omni type logo there. I've actually changed this since. You asked if I was happy with this. I wasn't 100% happy. I've actually closed this in on this side too, and this will end up basically being just like a box, a very thin box around an internal box. Lord K. Hi. What's up, Lord? Thank you for asking the important questions. What did they ask? I need to scroll up and find this. It won't actually let me click on it. That's kind of annoying. Oh, see thread. There we go. Leaks for Topre stuff. Oh, no, don't have any. Don't have any for that yet. But it's coming. I'll show this off for anybody that didn't see it last time. So this is the internal box. This is basically final. Has UV printing here for black on black. Just so this box right here will be exactly the same for every single colorway. That's the most efficient way to do it. And then the sleeve around it, or what will now be a very thin box, will match the colorway of the board inside. So every colorway will have its own custom box, which I'm pretty excited about. The main thing that I've changed is that this board will the box will bring back the arch, like the original box that matches the arch of the board. I'm bringing that back and putting it on there. I originally didn't do it because I just assumed that when there was another thing on the outside that it wouldn't matter. But this box is a little bit hard to open because of the suction that's in there. So I figured having that will give you a little somewhere to grab it, to open it. Just it adds aesthetics and a little bit of quality of life at the same time. Redacted 2 someday. Yeah, I mean, got to sell the extras, but there's no reason not to. So you got this open. Basically what you're going to see, which this isn't going to work perfectly because there's keycaps on here, but that's what you're going to see when you open it. So the box will come off, boom, you'll see the bottom of the board. The feet won't be on there. You'll get to put those on. You'll pull your board out. Woo woo woo, Bower Light. The top actually has some foam in there to make sure that the board is held in place and doesn't move. I've tested around where I'm like tossing the board and knocking it on things just to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. This is a tray, a molded tray with the exact shape of the board so that it's very nicely snug in there. Fun fact, a lot of fun facts tonight. The Bower 2, the CNC version, actually fits in this box as well. That was one thing I did, is I wanted to make sure that this packaging could be used for both versions. So this will also be the new packaging the next time we do the CNC version. This is just the components box. At the bottom has your PCB plate, feet, taco bumpers, all that kind of fun stuff in there. It's pretty simple. That was the plan. You want to make it simple and efficient as possible. Protect the board. A really nice unboxing experience. And the final one will just be better than this one. Obviously, that's the whole point of prototyping. So I would just stare at this thing all the time. Like when this thing came in, I was just so excited to see this. Packaging is some of my favorite things to design. So seeing it in real life just is the coolest thing. Oh, making sure I didn't leave the board in there. This is not a wireless charging cable or charging thing to disappoint, which I don't know if I should give this idea away, but maybe I should document it so that it's clear that it was our idea. So I don't know if this is actually going to work, but my idea was that this is an NFC sticker, and I wanted it to be where you could tap your phone to it and it would pull up like the build guide for the board. So that was the thought. Instead of having like the build guide printed, you could just be like, bing, and then you could just get it. I haven't quite perfected it because I don't want it to look like this. I don't want it to be seen. So the current problem is trying to find if it's even possible to try to fit that sticker behind something to hide it, because I don't think this looks good. Yeah, definitely could put it on the box. Worst case scenario, that might be what happens. But I thought that would be kind of fun to do some cool technology. QR code is like, I guess, what most people do. But I just thought like a straight up NFC thing where your phone just gets near it would be like the coolest. Yeah, once it's built, you don't need the build guide. You're very correct. Which I guess if it's in the board, it would need to be something like really cool. Maybe, I don't know what it would be. But it's just an idea at the moment. That's what that was for everybody asking. You could have it linked to the Bauer Light page so you can stay strapped in an endless purchasing cycle. Yeah. Or, this is an idea. I could have the NFC sticker linked to a very specific URL that I can constantly change. So you would never know when that link's going to change. And every time you scan it, it could be a completely different new website with just something random, whether it be new colorways or maybe it's like you get early access to new colorways if you have one already and you scan it and it takes you to a website that no one else can see. This is all in the idea constantly turning in there. Just trying to do stuff that no one's ever done before. Now it's documented. Anybody else does this? Even if they get it out before us, we did all this here right now. Okay, so I'm just going to open some stuff for fun. This is just some random... I don't even know what all this is. I've just ordered it and set it up on the shelf for like months worth of stuff. Wireless charging pad would be cool. Yeah, I mean, a wireless board would be really cool. I can't get this thing open. And obviously with it being plastic, it's always a possibility that it could eventually happen. So even if it doesn't happen immediately, it can always happen, eventually. But that would take a lot of resources to develop, and I don't want to push the board farther and farther back, obviously. Maybe you can link it to the custom OmniType PV cap you're developing. I feel like I missed some messages that I saw. I acknowledged them in my brain, but didn't get to them. Have you decided on a default material? Or the board's going to be polycarbonate. That's official, announced. This is insane. I cannot get in this. June is going to die happy. I'm glad June likes it. What's your design process for creating key sets? Most key sets that I've ever done were inspired by something that I saw in real life. I rarely ever sit down and I'm like, I need to design something. I need an idea. Like Azure 8, I saw a sports bra in a Nike store, and I was like, that colorway is great. I made it. Redacted, I just like had a dream about the idea, and I did it. Redline, it was based off of the tachometer, speedometer colorway in my wife's car from when I was driving. I looked down and I was like, that's a nice colorway. Magic City was based off of the railroad, what is it called? Railroad Park sign in Birmingham, Alabama. Me and my wife were visiting it one time, and I was like, oh, what if I did a key set based off of Birmingham, Alabama, where we're from? So most sets just get inspired by random things. Dual Shot was the only one that I've ever designed where I was like, I need a key set and I want it to be in stock colors. And I sat there with all the stock colors, and the idea just came to me with the colors. I'm scrolling. Estimated release date or window. I'm hoping it's this summer. We're getting pretty close, but I got to get the samples in before I can get anything. I don't want to say something and the samples come in and they suck. Sorry if this has been asked. We are planning on having Australian proxy by chance. I have yet to even start thinking about or setting up if we're going to do international proxies for Bauer Light. Not saying that we're not. It's just I haven't gotten to that point yet. these are some Pokemon Tops cards based off of the television show. These are pretty cool. So these are, if you've ever seen these are like snapshots of different episodes of the show. Would you ever consider getting on Shark Tank? We love Shark Tank. We watch every single episode. I could be confident in saying that Shark Tank is a lot of, which made me, I guess you would say businessman, even though that sounds weird. Just because I feel like I learned so much on that show, just hearing them talk about things and hearing how they described situations and stuff. So I love Shark Tank. And I, all the time, especially when I'm watching it, I think about like, what would I say on Shark Tank? I would say this, I would say that. I would never go on Shark Tank because I'm not interested in like taking investment. But it would definitely be fun just to see if they would say yes. But I'm not necessarily interested in actually going on there. Let me lighten this up a little bit. I feel like it was a little dark. What would I pitch to Shark Tank? Well, on Shark Tank, you're pitching your business. So you're trying to convince them to give you money to continue to grow your business. So you'd basically be pitching them why keyboards are something to invest in, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I've definitely run the pitch in my head many, many, many times. There's a lot of these. I think I just bought like a huge, that one's got a big crease on it. These are just fun. Everybody remember this movie? Mewtwo Strikes Back. That's what a lot of these are from. Pikachu's Vacation. I'm sure that this brings back a lot of memories if anybody's my age. There's just so many of these. And they sleeved every one of them. There's the regular and the hollow. Funny enough, which is not this movie, it was Pokemon the first movie. As a child, the first book I ever read was Pokemon the first movie, the book. So my first book I ever read was a book that just basically was the script of this movie. Oh. I didn't know these were in here. Pokemon Trivias. Should we do the trivia? Oh, I guess they're on the back. Let's see. You're not going to get offers off of a mech keyboard vendor. Hey, you never know. I've seen people on Shark Tank get deals with businesses way less viable than the keyboard businesses that exist. Amazon Ventures will invest $10 million for 50% of the company. Really? If that's the case, because you're dealing with too large of a wait time for profits to come in, at least in the current times. Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's definitely something that they would push back on. You wait 2 years for your product? There's so many of these. Sorry, I didn't realize it. See ya, Ham. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for having the sword, the mod sword. Hope you have a good night. Where are you going to take the heavy grail? So technically, okay, I'm not gonna make y'all sit through this anymore. Technically, the heavy grail, isn't what we got. We got the plate tooling. So the actual like keyboard design is not what we have. We will be designing our own keyboards around the same plate. Did not know this was in here. The Blastoise with the special cut. Oh, that's pretty sick. So we have the plate tooling. Okay, I made a mistake here. I keep putting all these everywhere. You need to get them on board for making new keycap factory or something. And I'm just not necessarily interested in taking investment because, I mean, one, you now have to answer to someone else. I probably would have a harder time just being like, oh, I want this thing. I like it. I want to make it. You would have to be like, someone's like, where's the money that I'm owed? Or why are you not making this much and all that. So also they own part of your company, which I mean, when you build it from scratch, it's hard to give it away, especially if you don't think you need to. Okay. I have a couple more here. I've got about 10 more minutes or so. Probably before I... Oh, what is this? Ooh, okay, this is a... Okay, I don't know if I can open this right now. That was like a big time. That was an Omni-type business Pokemon purchase. So we're actually going to be in going to some Collecticons. Oh, look at this packaging. This is A1 packaging right here. If it works, it works, right? But yeah, that package is one of the nicest things in Pokemon, and we got it to have some cool stuff to bring to Collecticon. I don't even know what this is. So, hi, Blue Crayon. I blurred out the address. That's just something I feel like you should do when you're on stream. So this is a graded card of some kind. I don't know which one it is, so... It's drugs as much as any collectibles are. Ooh! Look at that. This is one of the best Charizard cards of all time. Shiny Charizard Gold Star. If you were here last time, you will learn of my love for scuffed Grail cards. So this is PSA 1, technically the worst condition. I just really like to see... I like to get cards that are like the most sought after cards on Earth, but like in their worst condition. So it just seems unique to me. So this one's got... Look at that. This is pretty gnarly. This one in somebody's pocket too. This is definitely one of the coolest cards ever. See, the Delta series is really cool because it's Pokemon in different types than they're originally in. So, as you know, Charizard is a fire type, but this is a dark Charizard. Dark type. So, it's pretty sweet. I don't know if I should open this other one. This might be more viewers than I'll ever have because of Nathan's raid. So, should we open, like, the package of all packages right now? This is... Which you're probably going to see this in some cool, like, marketing material. Like, when we take... I really just wanted to, like, when we take cool, like, marketing photos of our keyboards and stuff, to have, like, Charizard sticking out in the corner and stuff. I thought that would just be cool, personally. Because I know if I was, like, scrolling through something and I was like, holy crap, there's, like, a freaking Gold Star Charizard sticking out of that, it would be sick. You have a Rayquaza Gold Star in your binder? Bro. Definitely. I would love to get a Rayquaza Gold Star PR1 that looks like this. There's a lot of PSA ones that don't have that much damage, and they're just not as cool. How much does it cost to get graded? That's not like a simple question. It depends on where you go and how much it's worth and what speed you pay for, all of that. Yeah, Burke's Keys, I agree. If it's pristine, the way that I think about it, every single PSA 10 of a card is virtually identical because it's as perfect as it can get. It's very hard to get a 10 because they have to be insanely specifically perfect. So every 10 is exactly the same. There's not another card like this on Earth that looks like this. That's why I like the PSA ones. And I just love the way a slab like presents the card. Raw cards are cool too, but these just look cool to display. I guess we can open this. Like, I don't. This is such a cool like Grail thing that I don't want to like not give it the lead up that it deserves. So this is Omnitype investment, basically. I guess we could say it like that. This is a business investment that we're about to open here. So everyone brace yourselves. This is what we're going to end it on. Is there something in here? Or is this just packaging material? Just packaging. Oh, you can use that. Okay. Get another one. Make sure there's nothing in here. Empty. Okay, we got another one. Some nice packaging here. Okay. I'm gonna need somebody to clip this, okay? This is gonna need to be restored. Wait. What the heck? The heck? I don't remember getting all this stuff. Okay. I'm gonna turn this over. I don't know if these were gifts. Huh. This is who I got it from. If you're interested in any Pokemon stuff. Kanto Shark. Very nice guy. Okay, I don't know what this is. Is this just a display? This might just be a display case for this card. I did not know this was included, so this is a little bonus that we can... Okay, we're going to start with this one. This was just something fun. This is like a really cheap card, but I just really liked it. I don't think this is really worth anything. I just thought it was really cool because it has like the charms and stuff. It's just like a unique art here with the trainer in it. It's got like snowflake hollow on there. So this one's just really cool. I guess I just grabbed it from the same guy. I think this is for my personal collection. This one right here. Just a cool Charizard. Okay, we're gonna set him to the side. So this is the one. This is the Grail of all Grails, or there are some Grails above it, but this is pretty close for anybody that knows Pokemon cards. So we're gonna do this. This is a first edition Beckett 8.5 base set Charizard. So out of 10, 8.5, we have our subgrades here of the different criterias. So centering, it got a 9 out of 10. You can see how this top edge right here is very slightly thicker than the bottom. Edges 8.5. There's some whitening there on the side. It's pretty clean though. Corners got a 9. Surface 8.5. Just some slight surface scratches. Yeah, this is just something that's like we'll wear it around our necks when we're going places like Logan Paul. But this is just an investment piece and just cool marketing piece for us as a business, just to throw it in some pictures and stuff, just to grab people's attention. Holy crap, is that a first edition Charizard in that keyboard picture? So there it is. This is the nicest Pokemon card I've ever held. It's also a thin stamp, if you see there. You see that thin stamp, which has to do with the first edition logo. Being the one on the first edition logo is thinner than most of them are. PSA versus Beckett. I personally think that the PSA slabs physically are the best. I think their label is timeless. The font, timeless. It always looks good. It's very simple. I just think it looks the best. Their grading is very like wishy-washy. Like I'll see some PSA 2s that look way worse than some PSA 1s, and like some things will get a 10, or like it's kind of wishy-washy. I feel like Beckett is kind of like the tried and true old school grader. I think their slabs are okay. They're kind of like basic and a little outdated looking. CGC has really cool slabs. They're like the design of them, but their label is really ugly. It has like a gradient. But this is the world's most trusted source in collecting. Beckett definitely have a heftier feel though. It's much heavier than the PSA. PSA is definitely the hyped one. But no, this was not $25,000 or $30,000. No, that is not how much this cost. But yeah, I've been very excited to get this. Thank you, Kanto Shark, once again, for helping us get this. I guess that's all I have. I mean, I have a ton more stuff over to open, but we'll kind of just do it a little bit at a time here and there so that we don't open them all at once. There's our Charizard haul for the night. I think this is just a display case that it can go in, which I guess is kind of cool. But have that stream content. Yeah, this is just. Have you checked out that CD promo Zard? There's a lot of promo Zards. Oh, the CD promo. Yeah, the Japanese one. Yeah, I don't have one. I don't have like a ton of insanely nice cards. Personally, I don't really have that many. But I guess that's all I have for you. We had a pretty eventful stream. Redacted, Moistimal, first edition, 8.5 Zard, Gold Star Zard, Bauer X, Bauer Light. That's kind of what we want to do on streams. Just hang out, show you some cool stuff, show a little bit of insight into what we're doing. Some leaks here and there. It's a little easier to leak when you're just like on stream and you can talk about it and you don't have to like polish and prepare like a post or something about it. That takes a lot of work. So I kind of like the just sitting down and talking about it naturally. There's the minimal floppy for anybody that didn't get to see it. I guess that's all I have for you, unless anybody else has any more questions before we go. We're at a little over 2 hours now. I appreciate everybody that's been hanging out. We're still at 300 viewers. That's insane. Thank everyone for the follows. They've been going like crazy. Do you have plans to do the Whatnot streams? Yeah, I have. Sorry, I saw a few people asking about that. So the Whatnot streams we're definitely going to do soon. I said last time I had some trouble with getting this stream set up. I actually set everything up on a Mac Mini. Spent like weeks setting up the scenes and everything. And then when I transferred to a PC because the Mac Mini did not, like, it could not handle it. I had to do everything over again from scratch. It wouldn't transfer Mac to Windows. It only transfers from the same OS. So now that I have everything set up, we can get the Whatnot streams going. I think I'll probably do like Twitch streams at the same time for anybody that's not really looking to buy anything and just wants to hang out. But we'll be doing some Whatnot streams. I have these sets back here are sets that have a little bit of, a little bit of denting and stuff. They're not like water damage or anything. But any that we find through fulfillment that have like some something bust through it or cracked the tray, we set them in here. So we'll probably be just doing like selling them at regular price on Whatnot, but we can actually show them off so that you know exactly what you're getting. And they're also used for giveaways, but we'll also be doing some Bauer 2s on Whatnot too. The rest of them that we have, just for a fun alternate way to get them. Not sure if it was mentioned because I caught stream near the end, but you decide how you're going to sell the moist minimal sets. No, we haven't yet. We still have to determine, like, complete the claim and see how many are damaged, and then we kind of have to see the extent of how long it's going to take to transfer them into new packaging. So, leaks for Bauer Light. It's sitting right here. So it's been sitting right here. We looked at it earlier, so you can watch the VOD if you want to see us move it around. But this is a 3D printed prototype. We haven't gotten the official injection molded samples yet. Those are pretty soon. Hopefully we'll have those. Whatnot Streams, it's basically a streaming platform that has a built-in e-commerce element to it. So like we can show a product and be like, oh, look, this Charizard. Not that we'll be selling Pokemon products, but look, this Bauer 2. And then a thing will pop up and you can purchase it. They have a few different things. They have giveaways. I'm trying to talk them into doing raffles. That's the one missing element to Whatnot. You either have auctions where you just like, it's like any other auction. You can set a price and people bid up. You can start it at $1 and see where it lands. I don't know if I'll do any auctions because like I don't want it to look like we're like trying to inflate the price of anything. Unless I just started them at $1 with the risk that they don't even make it to MSRP. But I'm trying to get them to combine the auction method and the giveaway method. Or the buy now option, which you can just pop up a buy now button, and I think I don't really exactly know how it works. We'll have to do a test stream of that too. I'm trying to convince the people at Whatnot to do a raffle option where you can raffle a random person in chat who then gets the option to buy the product. So, but it's just cool because you can actually show it to people in real life. So it's a really great way for us to sell things that have some like aesthetic damage to them, like packaging, and people know exactly what they're getting. Or even B-Stock Bowers will actually be able to show you like what made it a B-Stock live on stream, and you know exactly what it looks like. So I thought that was just like a cool interactive sales method. I mean, it's not going to be anything like daily thing, but we just wanted to come up with some cool new ways to interact and do stuff. Bauer X, you can watch the VOD. We looked at it earlier. Here's a quick view at the round 1 prototype. It has changed since this, but there's a little tease for you. I don't know if you shared this, but how did you get connected with the Pokeballs? I just have been following them for a while. I purchased a few personally, and I reached out to them and showed them our products. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to focus. And thought that they were, can you focus, camera? They connected with our products very well. Just high quality, custom desk accessories. Okay, this is just gonna stay blurry for the rest of the shoot. There we go. And they liked our products. We liked theirs. We're in a similar customer base, so it was a good crossover. Do you have a part cleaner or something to run the minimal caps through? I don't at the moment. If that's something that we end up having to get to do it, we'll do what we need to do to make sure that the product is how it's supposed to be. What's up, Dryzoid? Big Charizard flex. Thank you. We just opened this a second ago. Crap, I clicked on your name on accident, and I can't get it to go away. There we go. But yeah, I guess I'm going to end the stream. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. I can't see the chat because this... Okay, there it is. Love the synergy around high-quality desk accessories. Yeah, thought it was a good crossover. You can have a really high-quality, perfect replica of a Pokeball right next to your high-quality custom keyboard. Pretty cool. But yeah, I guess that's all I have for you. I'm getting a little better at keeping up with the stream, reading the chat, doing my best to thank for followers. Thank you, everyone who's done it since I last said it. Nixie T, Day Chow. I appreciate everyone who's watching. I have a lot of fun doing this. That's one of the best main reasons, just to have some fun with people and chat. So I appreciate everyone hanging out. Let us know if there's any specific things on our other socials that y'all think would be fun to do on the streams. And we'll do it. Thanks for the moist stream, for sure, Nick. This is probably the moistest stream that anyone will ever see. Thank you, Dryzoid. I try to stay connected. I mean, it's not effort because I am in the community. I started as a community member. I've never stopped being one. I still buy keyboard stuff just like everybody else from everyone. It's still very much a huge hobby for me. So it's easy to hang around with everybody. It's actually the hardest part is I can't just pop in and chill like everybody else because everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's you. And I'm like, crap. I have to watch what I say. But I appreciate that. Y'all appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Yeah, I haven't seen you around a lot, Not Geo. I'm honored that I'm the one that you watched. So thank you. I miss you. We haven't chatted in a long time. Maybe we can see each other in a meetup soon. But I'm really bad at ending these things. So, because people just keep chatting and I just keep responding, you know. I just love hanging out with y'all. But 9:14 p.m. here. So we're gonna wrap it up here. I'll see y'all next time. Like I said, we're on the path to affiliate. So I'm definitely gonna try to keep streaming twice a week. So that we can hit that stream number in 30 days, you know. So if y'all keep helping us get there, we're gonna get there, and then we can do polls and bits and all that fun stuff. I can't answer any more questions. Hey, do you have any thought about redline version of Bower? Yes, we're gonna do a redline version of Bower Lite. Basically, any set that I design, I'm gonna make sure, most likely, probably shouldn't say it definite, there's gonna be a Bower Lite version. There we go. Raid, yes. Y'all have to continue to remind me to raid when we get done. And I've also fixed the Nightbot where it won't penalize you for literally doing the raid message that I tell you to do, like last time. So who we got live? I saw Lightning, I think, is live. Here we got Lightning, we got
Woo, the leaner!
We got BT. Let's do Lightning. Longtime friend of the business. One of our sponsorees. So I can't remember how to do this. So I just type in raid, right? Is it exclamation point raid or oh, there it is. I gotta make sure I type in his channel name correctly. Lightning keyboards, all one word. Okay. Sorry, I'm a rookie. Lightning keyboards, we spelt it right. What's our raid message gonna be? It's gonna be something. It's gonna be moist. It's gotta be moist something. We got some ideas here. We need a moist raid message. Maybe it should just be it's a moist raid. This is going to be our raid message. Let's go. Let's get in there and make everyone. Sorry, I'm not gonna say that. It's a moist raid, people. Okay. Lightning keyboards. Here we come. Peace out, everyone. Roll Tide. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully, I do this message right. Did it work? There we go. It worked. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Got 3 seconds till I can hit this button. Everybody stay in here. Support Lightning. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
Watching it is like makes her cry, basically. Oh my god, it's a moist raid. Oh well, today we have a moist looping session. I don't like comedy based on cringe things. Yeah, I guess I could I can relate to that. I did like Austin Powers back when that was a thing. Yeah, Anchorman and Zoolander, pretty solid too. Also, how's the rest of y'all's GMK unboxing and stuff? Is that Serica R1? Yeah, because there's no Serica R2. So yeah, it is Serica R1 because it is the only Serica avail. Yo, Mr. Omnitype, thank you so much for the huge raid, and hope the rest of the stream went well. I can maybe I can like take some pictures of my camera settings and kind of send them to you because I think you're using like a Sony too, right? So I can show you how you can do the white balance thing later. Do you see the Moist Minimal? I didn't catch it. I went to eat something, and then I just decided to hop on to loop some switches and just kind of chill with people. I was not intending to. I was actually just intending to just take it, take the night off and basically also do this, but while watching TV or something. But yeah, don't mind chatting with folks. I couldn't even like prepare for it. It's an A6400. Oh, okay, great. Oh, so it's the same camera that I'm using. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just I think I also did it based on a video, so if I can find that, I'll like also link that to you. But the bottom line is you're creating like a picture profile, and basically it allows you to set custom white balance settings like the temperature and the color space setting, like slightly greener or bluer, that stuff. So that'll help you with adjusting for the temperature in your lighting. Should be pretty simple. I regret to inform you that you are not on the TV tonight. Thank you so much for the information, Mr. GZ. I think it's okay to not be on the TV, especially today where we have like a more chill more chilled stream, where like we're just hanging out. Maybe the TV is a spot for whenever there's builds. Yours looks great. Oh, thank you. Mr. Omnitype's cam still... Oh,